Hi, this is Alessio and Chevy's project, and in June we went to Antietam and Harper's Ferry to study about the Civil War. In these next few slides, you are going to see some pictures that we took and recorded.
And who is this?
That's Alessio.
And that's me.
Chevy.
And where are you in this picture, guys?
We are in John Brown's warehouse where he fought. Hi, this is Alessio and
Chevy.
And in this picture, this is McLeod. And so this is John Brown's fort, as it's titled right here. And so John Brown was an abolitionist who wanted to kill off all the Confederates. And so he freed a ton of slaves. But then what happened was when he came to this fort, he was able to fight off for a while, but then the Confederate soldiers massacred him and his army.
What happened to him?
He was hung.
Do you remember where he was hung, guys?
In Harper's Ferry.
He was actually hung in a town not too far, in Charlestown.
Charleston.
Your mom knows about him because she comes from your mom's country or state, right? Kansas, right? John Brown comes from Kansas.
It says it right
Look
there.
at McLeod is here helping out with the project too. Look at
Kansas State.
Yeah, so John Brown comes from.
Kansas
look at his
State.
little hat. It looks so cute. Oh, what happened to his
But
face?
nobody likes McLeod's face.
Oh, McLeod is so cute.
He
Don't
needs to
do
wear
that.
a top hat.
Okay.
Now it looks like Abraham
He looks like
Lincoln.
John Brown now. Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
Lincoln.
So John Brown came from what state?
Kansas.
And you see that in his shirt.
I'm sorry, you just made the line go off his butt. This is a video inside the fort of John Brown. And we all know that Kansas State's better than Notre Dame. I'm sorry.
True that.
You guys are ready to hit play?
Yeah.
Alright, where was that team who just finished?
Or they could have used this to barricade the door.
Let me see here.
They could have used that hose to shoot people down, like spray them. That just makes me mad.
Here, Alessio, you want some candy? Alright guys, tell us what you learned here at the battle at the Harper's Ferry Graveyard.
This is the Harper's Ferry Graveyard.
Let's focus.
This is the Harper's Ferry Graveyard,
We have to
and
walk up here.
we had to hike a very long hill with McLeod sliding down and hurting us.
About like 1,000,000 steps.
So then it was this part of our scavenger out, right?
Sorry.
And we found little John and his family.
And
Remember that one of their sons died at a young age?
Yeah, he
I
died
remember
very
the
young.
mom's name was Mary Little. John.
And why was this graveyard so important in the Civil War?
Because our Union Army was camped here, and then they all died.
And how did they screw up in this part of the Battle of Harper's Ferry in 1863? Do you remember?
Because they were surrounded.
They were roasting mushrooms.
No, they were surrounded by all sides from the Confederates.
You got it.
This is the Battle of Antietam in the cornfield, and so the Unions were in the cornfield and were trying to find the Confederates, and then the Confederates went on the side. Came out of the forest and started shooting them, and then went back and then kept shooting.
East Woods. Remember East Woods? What are you guys sitting on here? It looks like you have fun riding the cannon.
We're sitting on a cannon, and that looks like it's part of me.
Okay. And you remember the Confederates were lined up down here, and the Union came through the East Woods down.
Whose feet are those?
I think that's Liam's. Now, why was this part of the Battle of Antietam so important, guys?
Because the corn was really, really long.
All right, but in terms of casualties, do you remember how many people died here?
Yeah,
600,000.
And all the corn.
Not that many.
And all the corn was cut down to
Around,
this size.
10 to 14,000 men died in this field.
it must have been scary.
Almost
'cause you
half
don't know when
of the
someone's
total casualties,
shooting
I
at
believe,
you.
in the war.
So they're just like, oh, I'm gonna shoot.
All right, so this was one of the bloodiest parts of the war.
Who won? What?
Well, this battle right here was kind of a draw, though I think the Union had the advantage.
Instead of this green, was it red?
No, it was just 6 feet tall, 5 feet tall.
No, but was it like red because of all the blood?
Oh, yeah. The whole field was bloody. It was the bloodiest part of the battle. So the next, remember where we went after the cornfield, guys? Where did we go after the cornfield? Remember Sunken
Road.
Right, that's where we're going to go next.
This is the sunken road of death. So what happened here is that the reason it's sunk because all the farmers, when they were going to town, put their carts over the dirt, and the dirt went down because so many years of heavy wagons. And it's also called Bloody Lane because so many people died by the Confederates and the Unions.
And why are you guys lying down right like this?
This is Chevy, that's McLeod, that's me, and we are the Confederates. Well, we are camped as the Confederates. But he's a traitor because he went to the Unions.
But why are you on the ground like this? What were you
Because we're
guys-
shooting the Unions.
So the Confederates actually positioned themselves in this trench, natural trench.
You have a gun.
You all have guns, okay. Looks like he has an iPad, not a gun.
I don't have a gun.
Yeah, you do.
My gun's in Alessio's face.
Now it's in your face.
All right, and a lot of folks died here, both Union and Confederates.
Yeah, so many, like...
Also, I know what you're thinking. Me and Alessio are not twins.
Okay, this is Burnside Bridge right here, guys. That's the tree right there. That
What was that tree called?
Hug. The giving tree.
No.
The dead tree.
You guys remember what that tree was
The
called?
old tree.
The witness tree.
Oh yeah, the witness
Because
tree.
that tree was around as a little tree.
And it has bullet holes in it.
1863.
That's what I was thinking.
It's actually on that side. It's right there.
Well, it has bullet holes.
So tell us about this stage of the battle, Alessio.
So what happened was the Unions were trying to cross from over here.
Right, Burnside, right?
But the Confederates figured out that the Unions were crossing, and they shot them and shot them and shot them. And since this is so small, only 3 men could fit through, like at a time, and so they keep getting shot down. So, and plus you'd trip over your dead mates in front of you, and so you just keep getting shot, and they couldn't survive.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
And then Baba Canoes came.
Come over here and was like on a rampage.
And do you remember, guys, how they eventually got over the Antietam
They figured out
Creek?
a passageway over here.
A ford, right?
Where they could walk across the water.
I don't
It was
know why
about-
they
It was
couldn't.
about 4
They
miles
could have
downstream.
just swam.
Yeah, they could have, but it was really high. The water was high. And they had weapons. And soldiers, the gear they carried was incredibly heavy.
We are on the side of Burnside Bridge. And so,
You were actually looking down at Burnside Bridge. This is
Well-
where the Confederates were lined
we
up.
were looking at the Burnside Bridge, and the Confederates were here. And so what happened was that the Confederates shot down at the Unions who were trying to get up. And then that's all that happened. People died.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching our Civil War video.
Baba Canoes.
Baba Canoes.
All right, are you all going to go back to this battlefield again one day to learn more?
One day,
One
when
day.
we are soldiers, we will do it.
And
Actually, I'm not being a soldier now.
Alrighty, well done. Let's go ahead and upload it to YouTube.
bye.